seems to be getting used to and enjoying his chicken tractor and being outside full time now. But as I suspected, he's not able to go up the little ramp and go roost and get in the boxes and all that. By this fall, he's definitely going to need more protection since he can't go all the way up top where he can get good shelter. Coming out. What I'm really interested to see is if he'll walk all the way down here and get under these steps where there's this cool dirt that he likes to dust bathe in and stuff. So we'll see. Last week, at the end of the week, I finally hit my burnout point, which last year it happened to me. It was in early spring, which was really bad timing. I think I was just exhausted from trying to plant in that clay garden. But I worked through it this year, and then last week I didn't want to do anything except for minimal homestead maintenance. So I took a few days off, mini vacation, and now I'm feeling totally revived and back at it. But I always find it incredibly difficult to find a balance between working and rest, and eventually it gets to me. And that's everything I do. I'm super obsessive about it until I just totally crash and burn. But a few days rest can fix a whole lot.
Puppy, it looks like you've set off a dirt bomb up here. What are you doing?
I was out here noticing that Mama Hen, I guess she has weaned them, and she's not really paying that much attention to them anymore. They have been going in and out of the walk-in chicken coop, eating all the food that falls on the floor from the bigger chickens, and I did see one today, or two, kind of reaching up and putting its head in the feeder, and it just barely made it. So that's a good thing, because it's been impossible to keep food out here for them without the other chickens eating it. I'm gonna check on Oa. Oa did not go get under his steps, which kind of doesn't surprise me, but it is really hot today. Maybe he just didn't want to be out in the heat at all.
Too hot? You don't want to come out? Well, you go get a dust bath. Don't want to?
My biggest source of burnout, and I'm sure it's the same for most of us, is trying to do all the things all at once, all the time, and sometimes it's just overwhelming. And an example of that is I like to brew. Sometimes I just don't have time to do this, and it's something that I really enjoy doing. So I had to get more efficient with it and upscale, so that way when I do want to brew, I can produce a whole lot more at one time. It just goes back to something that I've talked about in a previous video, where you kind of when you start trying to do everything yourself, like produce all your own food or all your own animal feed and so on and so forth, you kind of hit this point where it's just at the point where you can barely manage it, but you know to take the next step, to go to the next level, it's going to either take more equipment, more people, obviously more time, more money, and it can be like the breaking point of what you can do. To grow our homestead is going to be to continually try to find ways to be more efficient in the way that we do things. I think I'm gonna take Kaja on her next big chicken test and take her into the fenced-in chicken area with the babies and all the other chickens without her leash and see how she does. And this is a really big test because the only times I've had her in there before is on her leash, and she did fine, but I haven't really had her around the babies much. Oh, there goes the babies. I really feel pretty confident about her at this point. She's been around Oa, my pet cockerel, so much. She's more interested in eating the chicken poo than the chickens. This way. Good girl. She still has a lot of the playful puppy in her, so she can get a little excited when they start running. She is at the point now, though, where I can leave her and Oa alone, and I don't have to worry about it. But I do worry about her with the babies. No, ma'am. Nonami is intently monitoring the situation. For just a split second, she gets its instinct to want to like go after them, but she kind of resists. She'll be all right, I think, especially as they get older. She did so well. I'm so proud of her. I gotta tell you, it has taken a lot of work to get her to this point. I think she's gonna do really, really well the older she gets. This is what the chickens love. These spent beer grains, they just go crazy for them. But Oa, I don't know, he's kind of weird. Sometimes he eats it, sometimes he doesn't. Don't make me laugh. You don't lick me. I don't know where that tongue is. Okay. Finished all my brewing. Now for the fun part of cleaning everything up. And then I need to go finish making my barbecue chuck roast sandwiches for dinner. And I guess I didn't exactly tell you guys that's what I'm making for dinner, but that's what it is. And you know, today was kind of a fun day, even though, you know, there's work involved. But it was just kind of nice to do something different. But tomorrow, it's back to garden work.
I know you tried so hard.